Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton at markrushtongallery.com. It is Sunday evening, August 20th, 2023, 10 p.m. Central Time. A little later than normal for me, but I had to run some errands tonight. And oh my God, I'm out of paper towels. Hold on here just a second. Anyway, I'm going to be doing some live painting tonight, ink painting. I'm going to be doing another self-portrait here, and I'll explain what I'm doing here in just a minute here. But first, I have to go tear off some paper towels because that's how I work. I don't really use brushes anymore. I use paper towels because I use ink to paint with. So bear with me just a second here. So anyway, if you like the video, think about giving a thumbs up. Think about subscribing. I make painting videos quite regularly. I also have a mailing list. Had a mail go out earlier this morning. And so that link is in the description. You know what else is in the description? There's a link to my favorite vanilla kefir from Kelowna Supernatural. It's a 100% organic, grass-fed cow's milk that's been fermented, and I just love it. Kelowna Supernatural is available coast to coast in the United States, and they have the best product locator I've ever seen. Absolutely amazing. And if I'm not drinking that, then I'm got the old lemon water here in the Yeti. So anyway, let me tell you about what's been going on if you're not following along here. But this past week here, I finally received from Hong Kong my new thermal ribbon printer. And what I wanted to be able to do with that was I wanted to be able to print photographs or whatever that have been rendered as kind of lo-fi line drawings with software onto my favorite substrate, which is spun bonded olefin, and paint from there. Apply ink, right? And I think at some point in time, I will be applying paint as well as ink. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. And so, still waiting to find the right size pre-cut mat. Michael's and what's the other store? Michael's and Hobby Lobby did not have 9x12 pre-cut mats. I might try Joanne this week. Joanne. But I got the Lucy's out here. This was the first one I did, which is the Big Ears sculpture down in downtown Des Moines. Took that photo, printed it off, and kind of interesting. Then number 2 was the Baby Stone, which was this. It's actually a top to a monument in one of the cemeteries here in town, Woodland Cemetery. And this thing is actually it's almost derelict. It's got paint flecking off of it and fleck. I used the word fleck. Then I did a self-portrait, which, it's, when you're playing around with everything, self-portraits are a good way to go because keep them around and for whatever reasons, tack them up on the wall. Then last night I kind of got a little bit serious and worked on one of my previous sort of paintings, drawings. This was, and you got to crop it off and everything like that. But this was a painting drawing that I'd done last year called Nothing Can Stop Us with a fine charcoal and a little bit of paint. And then I sort of completely redid it. And I like how that turned out. So I've got an image. I'm going to do another self-portrait, obviously, from the live painting with Mark Rushton, self-portrait time again. And we're going to go with me looking crabby in the cap there. Yeah. So let's get this printed off. See how this looks. I think I've enlarged it, scaled, print. That's going to make a little noise. Let's see how it looks. I've got the printer upside down so you can watch it come out here. This is groaning. ready to go. And then now I always like to shut the power off on this thing here, which I've got the cute little sound there. Isn't that cute? That's pretty neat. So here's my painting substrate. I'll talk about that here as I tape it down. So this painting substrate is spun bonded olefin. It's a synthetic fiber. It's Tyvek. And I started painting on it 30 years ago. It's a broke college student, art school student. Went into the Blick store there in Kansas City, and they had a little roll of this stuff in the back. I think we can just kind of do that. I think we're good. And let's play around with it. I've been painting on it for on and off for years, and but the problem is you can't print on it very easily because it's synthetic. It's but if you use a thermal ribbon on it, you can get at least this sort of lo-fi sketch-like quality to it. And then when I apply ink to it, well, you'll see. I'm going to try some different colors tonight. I've been on that blue-orange tangent there for a while, so let me try something else. And I'm not quite sure. Now, look at these doors here. This whole thing kind of reminds me, it's like a Marvin Cohn painting. Do you know Marvin Cohn? He's from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. He was good friends with Grant Wood. You know who Grant Wood is? Like, God, I hope you do. Anyway, a lot of Marvin Cohn paintings were like that. Just, my thoughts there. Oxide black. Well, I was wearing my leather jacket there. And of course, I don't have any sort of flesh colored ink. So we'll just kind of play it by ear here. How am I going to do this? I got to think about this. Thinking about it. I think we'll go with some, because this is a knit cap. My wife knit it for me. I think it's got a bunch of it's dark, but it's got like various colors in it. So we can play around with that. Yeah, I went to the art store. Was it last night? And they just didn't have anything. Well, nothing that I needed. What do I want to do here? I want to make this kind of light. Let's go. Let's just go and make this yellow, right? Let's just make it yellow. Let's get it going. Make it bold looking, yeah? Yeah? Again, not shooting for perfection. If it's a little over the line, it's okay. I kind of liken these types of things to Andy Warhol did those silk screens. It's akin to that. Kinda. Kinda. Start off with the big blocks of color here. Yeah. Yeah. Start off with layers. Levels, Jerry. What else we got? No one's hanging. No one wants to see a self-portrait. You know what I should do? I should ask, find out if people want to start doing these right? And then people start sending their photos in. Hopefully, hopefully they're family friendly. And do kind of a, interesting sort of type of thing on there. I don't know. What do I know? What do I know? I don't know anything. That's not painting. What if I throw a little red in there? Can I do that? Can I throw the red in there? Let's take a look. I think that's about the color it really is there. It's just sort of that dark magenta, What if I stick a little... Then it will turn to mud. It'll turn to green. Let's get a little green in there. Where's my aura, right? Am I painting the aura? Yeah, I don't know. I suppose we need to have a little balance here. That might be helpful. Not afraid to use yourself as the subject matter. What about, why don't I just, I could leave myself black and white. I could do that. I guess. I don't know. Leather jacket. We'll start off as this purple, which will be terrible. I don't have a purple leather jacket, but black sepia. Sepia. How about a little sepia? Would be good. What if I put what if I put I don't know. What if I put paint down on this, right? We got some paint here. I should think about throwing a little paint down on there. I feel like I'm kind of limiting myself. The other thing I want to do, it's don't be nervous, Rushton. Don't be nervous. Go ahead. You can experiment. It doesn't cost that much to print one of those off, You don't like it? Scrap it. Or repaint it, You just repaint it. Do that. What about that? What if the aura turns into something else? You're like working this, and you're like, I don't know about that. Maybe it's maybe it's that yellow that's screwing everything up for me. I don't know. Change it any way you want. You can rearrange it. Make it more fadey. Kind of interesting, I guess. I don't know. Just keep hitting myself with ink all night, I think I want that yellow a little bit more muted. Maybe just everything more muted. What if sepia? Just sepia. Make it a little darker, That's better. That's better. That's improved it. Darn it. Got it all over the map here. Good. That's kind of coming together. I don't know. If somebody said to me, hey, could you make one of me? I might be open to that. I might be open to that. You may not like the result, though, but oh, no. We don't want that. A little overspray there. A little friendly fire. Look, somehow I managed to get like a flesh color on there. It's kind of a death flesh color, but it's a flesh color. It was what was this color here anyway? Reflex orange, and then this goofy titanium white. That's actually a pretty good flesh color. Kind of a dirty flesh color, So I'm happy with that. That's I'm fine with that. $20 minutes. Well, it didn't even take that long, but is that my aura there? Little on the aura side. I don't know, but I like how this is like kind of imperfect down here. You got like a little, I'm not going to fill it in. I'm just going to leave it. I think it looks better that way. That's one thing I always try to say. I'm not achieving any sort of perfection because it's lo-fi. It's such a lo-fi printing method that I embrace it. Embrace that sort of lo-fi. What's the other thing that's interesting about it? It's printed off. Yeah, extremely lo-fi. And then you just build it up from there. It's just figurative. I'm not going for realistic. I'm not hyper realism or anything like that. Just let it be. That's cool. I like that. I'm not used to doing this sort of stuff. So, but I'm perfectly happy with that sort of a self-portrait there. So yeah, live painting with Mark Rushton. Self-portrait time again. But I should do something else. I was trying to think about other things that I could do. People, take pictures of their dogs or their kids or something like that. You just make something that's kind of stylized like this. That'd be kind of cool. It's like, oh, I got a picture of my dog. I think that'd be kind of fun. Have people like, doing that sort of thing. That'd be kind of cool. So I have to think about it over a period of time here. There might be somebody that it might eventually show up here and might comment and go, "Oh, hey, that's kind of cool." And could you do one for me? And I'd be like, "Oh, sure." But I gotta think about it first. Anyway, that's it for this evening. Thanks for hanging out with me. Mark Rushton, MarkRushtonGallery.com. Think about all that, and talk to you later.